There's no doubt Mao's Guo is the number one enemy of the CCP, that the entire regime, all the way to Xi himself, to the Intelligence Bureau, the Public Security Bureau, they all want Guo back to China. Why?
So they can execute him.
So they can execute him, but also because he has spent 3 decades within the CCP and possesses intelligence, such as the 13579 plan. Mao's Guo also exposed in 2017 the BGY and the 3F plan, which entailed the CCP's plan of sending tens of thousands of spies to the United States, housed in the Bank of China headquarters in the Chinese embassies, to infiltrate the DOJ and all aspects of the U.S. government. That's why they want him back to China so badly.
So he was arraigned yesterday in a New York federal court, is that correct?
That is correct, Kathleen. And I'm happy to report that I was actually on site in the courtroom that I personally witnessed the entire arraignment.
And what happened?
When Judge Kathleen Parker sat on the bench to preside over this arraignment, it was very apparent to me and to everyone in the courtroom that she had obvious concerns about the U.S. prosecutors' integrity in this case. Specifically, she had concerns that they were withholding information from Mr. Guo from the court, information about the U.S. government's collaboration with the Chinese government during Mr. Guo's investigation. So an arraignment is a legal procedure by which the purpose is to inform the defendant that charges has been alleged against him, to inform him of his constitutional rights. And then the defendant enters a plea of guilty or not guilty,
Correct.
And then set a hearing date for a future date. That concludes the arraignment. It's a very brief legal proceeding. However, Judge Parker, after having concluded the arraignment, took the extra step to remind the U.S. prosecutors of their obligation to disclose information materially adverse or favorable to Mr. Guo, information such as any contact with any foreign government or any potential conflict of interest by any current or former members of the prosecutor's team. The judge further noted that this obligation to disclose is ongoing and warned of serious consequences such as judicial disbarment for noncompliance. The U.S. prosecutors were forced to admit that they had been working with the Chinese government a lot during the investigation of Mr. Guo's case. Exact word from the U.S. prosecutor.
So the U.S. prosecutor yesterday in a U.S. court admitted to a federal judge that they had been working with the Chinese government on this case.